all American Aborigines and all the Aborigines all over the world. We're having a Sunday conversation with one of our brothers from the
Mali.
continent of Mali. I want to introduce himself, his name, and we can get into that. Hi, brother. How you doing? I'm Chief Holiday, and your name is?
My name is Isiaka.
Okay. And
Yeah.
just real quick, what does that name mean, and where does it come from, basically?
Well, my name is originally from West Africa, Mali, and then it is a Muslim name. It's from the Quran.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, brother, you're from Mali.
Yes.
How long you been here in the United States?
I've been here almost 7 years.
7 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and before you came here, what made you say, okay, I want to leave Mali, my country, you know what I'm saying, and then come to the United States? What made you want to do that, brother?
Well, I was originally born in Mali, but I grew up some of my life in Europe, Paris, because my country was colonized by French, and my parent was working in Paris, Europe, as a diplomat. So after the high school, and I got 2 year degree in college, and I decided to come in United States as an international student.
Okay, so I can see you can relate to T'Challa and Wakanda story then, because you come from a kind of a more privileged background in your country.
Come to Canada.
You know, to be able to go to France and get a European education, things of that nature like that, right? Okay. So, but okay, so we obviously know that you guys got your freedom, so to speak, and you know, in the 1960s, things of that
Yeah.
nature, right? But are you familiar with any of the Mali and the Songhai empires and any of the things that was going on prior to the Europeans coming and colonizing you, brother?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I have studied a lot of the story from my country, back in the day, yeah.
So, I mean, have you ever heard of the story of Abu Kara and these guys um, selling to selling west and never coming back? Had you ever heard that story before, brother?
Yeah, I hear some about the story. Yes.
Okay. So, in your stories, had heard of people being on the west already, brother?
Like what you mean by the West?
Well, I mean, if the story of Abu Kara leaving from there and never coming back, things of that nature. Have you had heard of any stories other than Abu Kara of any other people being on here on the West, brother?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we study with slavery. During the slavery, we had
No. I'm not talking about slavery. I'm talking about prior to Europeans coming in the region. Have you had heard of any trading or any other stories other than Abu Kara coming to the Americas, brother?
yeah. Back in the day before the slavery, I hear they used to also trade, some, human, in exchange or with European, you know, yeah.
Okay. So we have established from you guys' story that
Mhm.
prior to the so-called transatlantic slave trade, that it was already trading going on over here. Is that established?
If that training is established now, that's a question.
Yes.
Well, about that right now, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. I got you. All
Hmm.
right. So, it was interesting. We had spoke a little bit before this, and you said that, and I now understand why that you. Well, I want you to tell what do you consider so-called African Americans, brother?
Well,
What's
what
the
do you
terminology that you use?
about African American? We number one, we don't even call African American. In my culture, we call black American, which mean those are
Okay, can you explain that? Can you explain that to the
Yeah.
people listening or will be listening to this?
Yes. So Black American mean basically in a French culture, the African American, the African who came in United States during the slavery, and then some of them was lost. They did not know where they came from, and some of them was, released in the United States, and they make a descendant here, and they are considered to be a Black American. Like there is a white American and Black American. So in French culture, we call Black American, not African American. Are you there?
Missed what I missed. What happened? Chief, what happened? So what happened?
I
You
don't
call
know.
them what? What do you call them? What do you call us?
Black American, Black
Oh,
American.
you saying so you don't
Yeah, yeah,
associate,
I was muted. My bad.
right? You don't
Yeah.
I
associate
couldn't get back to the screen.
with black people.
Yes, Black American.
Okay, because they just got the skin color, but they're not African.
Yes.
Right.
He's back.
So you say Black Americans, right? Okay, so it's interesting. Why? So do you? So you don't consider um Black Americans Africans, brother?
Well, we consider them as African, but we usually call them Black American, which is a descendant of African who was brought here in the United States, and there was some they was lost. They don't know where they was came from exactly in West Africa or wherever in Africa. So their descendant is considered to be Black American because we don't know which part of Africa they are from. They are lost.
So yeah, you said broken lost. That's what that would be your description,
Exactly.
right? Okay, but earlier you said that you had heard of us being here prior to the so-called slave trade. You understand what I'm saying? So what about those people? Are they broken lost? They obviously broke, but not lost. You see what I'm saying?
Is he not saying what he's asking me is like the stories y'all was taught in Africa, not what you learned here and not the education you learned.
I know, yeah.
You're talking about the stories from the stories in Africa. Do you guys have stories about people being shipped
Yeah, of course.
shipped to America? That's what I think he's saying. Right, right.
Right, because you understand that prior to the French or any other Europeans coming and colonizing Mali, you guys were selling, you guys were trading around the world.
Yes,
Do you agree?
yes, yes.
Okay.
I
So
totally
then
agree.
you have to amend your broken law statement to some of us because some of us know who we are and we're not African. We
Yes,
are Americans. We've been here and we had great relations with the Mali kingdom and things of that nature, whatever, right? Because
yes,
we brought information and science to you guys. See how that
yes,
work? But
yes.
but because the Europeans have taught us everything in reverse, taught us that, and they taught you that we're slaves and that we're lost, and that's
Yes,
why you have this attitude, right? So let me ask you another question, right? And I would understand why you wouldn't want to deal with broken, lost people because they broke. You don't want to
yes,
be broke motherfuckers. You rich, right?
yes,
Your people. So I wouldn't want rich motherfuckers don't want to be around broke people. I get it. That's fine. But
yes.
the lost part though,
Mm-hmm.
is something that we have to work on. You know what I'm saying? Because these stories have been taught to us in reverse by these people, and
Yes,
they teach us stuff to keep us apart from each other. And that's the problem
yes.
because of the miseducation system on your part as well as
Mm-hmm.
our part. It's us from dealing with each other and doing business.
Yeah.
You said that word? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you another question.
Okay. Go ahead.
Why? So, well, I kind of already know the answer to that. It just seems to me that we would do well if we did business. Say the Mali, your country would do business with, say, Georgia, the
Mm-hmm.
country of Georgia,
Yes.
here in America.
Mm-hmm.
And it would benefit both sides of the water. Why
Mm-hmm.
doesn't that happen more often in your country? And you being a businessman, you being a diplomat, and a family of a diplomat, so you're a diplomat.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't that happen with our countries, brother?
Okay. You mean Can you go ahead again with the question one more time?
Okay. I was saying that why don't we do with all the benefits that would benefit us to do business with each other? Why
You
don't
know,
your
African
and our
American and Africans.
do business? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Why don't we do business if it would be obviously beneficial for both of us to do business? Why don't we do this business?
Well, that will be something wonderful, but you know, the occasion never come up. That's a main thing. You know, the occasion never come up. Never happened yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said it haven't happened yet. Hold on. There. Okay.
Why do you think that's never happened?
Well, the reason it never happened is because I think there is a lot of African American, like I said, they are lost, and some of them they don't want to socialize with African, and they think they are not curious to discover or know about African, know African background, culture, you know. So in one word, African and Black American need to be united in order to make something happen.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that why do you think that doesn't happen though?
That's a reason I told you. Most likely, a lot of Black American are lost, so they don't want to socialize with Africans. You know, you know, it's hard. It's hard to say.
Right. Well, well,
Yeah.
um, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I mean, it's weird. I had a question. I kind of forgot shit. Ty, you got any questions for the brother? Brother, you have any questions? You know what I'm saying? Anything any solutions that you see? One that we can find out who we are, because you said we lost, right? So the ones that are lost, would that be a better start to do business with those guys that are not lost, brother?
Yes. In order, for them to get back themselves, is to know who you are first. That's the main thing. You have to find out who you are. Socialize with, people who normally come from your background. Travel. Be curious to go visit Africa. Could be West Africa, South Africa, East Africa. Discover new culture.
Yeah. So, but what about the Americans that were already here that know who they are, that know their heritage here? Do you guys want to deal with them?
Well, most likely I have not had much problem with American who've been here. You know, yeah, and I think some of them they have their own culture. From my own study and my own research, but I have seen a lot of African American, that does not have any culture, and you know, they are not caring about culture. You know,
So so you've been into politics and things of that nature, right?
I got a
Do
question,
you
real
think your country would be open their arms up to lost Black Americans that want to come back to Mali? Would your country be creating those people, brother?
of
You think your
course,
country would create those people?
of course, my country will be more than happy to welcome or any African American that will be willing to go, and discover or their descendant. Yes.
I got a question real quick. Hey, do that offend you when you see like Black Americans kind of
Does it defend me? Oh no, well.
does that offend you?
I mean, because I understand what he's saying. I mean, I'm not offended from the black part, but it's just interesting. But we're Aboriginal, we're Aborigine Americans, brother, and that's the term that we want to be recognized as globally. You know what I'm saying? The Aboriginal land. Okay, brother. So, do you feel that you're Aboriginal to Mali, brother?
Of course, I am.
Okay, so the people that would be patriating back to Mali, would those people be considered Aborigine to Mali, brother?
Well, we can consider them as. but it's up to them to consider themselves. You know, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying though. So, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm more of a global
Yeah.
person, and I feel like that the naming of continents and the splitting up and stuff like that. Those are all European terms, and before that, we were freely moving around this planet, loving on each other, and doing all these other things. And so, a lot of us have been brought. Religion just came in. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, and you know what I mean. All these different things. You know what I'm saying. So we have to understand that
Yeah.
they're beating us in the language,
Yeah.
and so a lot of times, right. So those are the things that cause the split up between us, brothers. You know what I'm saying? The language barriers and things of that nature, and the
Hmm.
miseducation. So, I just wanted to talk to you about it. And I think that's dope, man. It was a great conversation with you, man. Do you have any other
Hmm.
questions for us?
You got any advice? You got any advice to the lost broken people out there? You know what I'm saying? You got any advice? Whatever you call them. You got any advice for the lost broken people? Because this is the thing. We attach ourselves to Africa because we're lost.
Yes.
And so African, we feel like that's the only clue to find out who he is. But instead of looking here in
Hmm.
America to find out who he is,
Yeah.
we attempt to look there.
Hmm.
So do you have any advice to people who try to look to Africa instead of looking here for who they are?
Well, it's hard to advise because people can only be who they are, and they can only follow up their own mentality, you know.
Yeah.
But the only conclusion I can say that's, it's good to know who you are.
Right,
Good
but
to know
see,
who you
but
are
see, but see,
and
if we
cut
don't, but
and
but if we don't, then we attach ourselves to Africa. And Africa's super big, so
hmm
we don't really attach ourselves to like one place.
hmm
We attach ourselves to the whole continent.
yeah.
And so, but when you go to Africa, you guys either Mali, you guys attach yourself to your country.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, because we lost, we attach ourselves to the whole continent.
Hmm.
And so, um, I was asking, like, do you have any advice for the people who try to attach themselves and try to act, try to say, well, I'm African and I'm this and I'm that when when they lost. You know what I'm saying? They don't know really where they at. They have to find their way. You know what I'm saying? We still have to find our way.
Yeah.
And so I was just saying if you got any advice for them.
That's what I'm saying. My advice is, the one you just talking about, this is a mentality. You know, it is something that is on their mentality, and then it's hard to change, or advise them because, they're not gonna get it, you know. But my only advice, is good to know who you are, where you from, and where you came from. Chief, are you there? He's here.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Chief. So that was only advice I have.
Because we
Please, bro.
we we've been here for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Not been here for a long time. Your entire life.
Huh?
Your whole entire life.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So you don't know nothing about other country, only here. And how can you know? You have to do your own research, travel.
Right. We've been here for
Yeah.
We've been here for thousands of years.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? From the Olmec Empire and all
Mm-hmm.
these empires.
Socialize yourself with your background,
But see,
Africans.
but see, don't nobody wanna acknowledge this part.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just
Acknowledge
And the
part
thing is,
of
why
us here.
people they are even curious to know African descendant more than even
pasta.
those broken African laws.
That's in Mexico right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have some.
So we've been here for super long time.
Yeah.
And so, but don't nobody wanna, like because us, we identify with this part of us, with this heritage.
Yeah.
We identify with our American. Nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're disconnected from that.
Yeah.
And so there's some people they don't want to accept this part of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They say, well, I'm only going to accept African.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to accept the part that was here
Mhm.
way before slavery. I'm not going to accept that part. I'm only going to accept the African part. And
Mhm.
so we accept this part. You see what I'm saying? You know, in America with the pyramids and
Mhm.
all that. I was so the advice I was, well, so I was seeing if you can give the people who don't want to accept this bar
Mhm.
and all they want to do is cling on to Africa because
You
they
just
lost and broken and they just want to be to Africa.
Mhm.
And so what we trying to do, we're trying to get the people to open up to the part that was here already.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we was here for thousands of, you know what I'm saying? There was thousands of us here. And
Mhm.
so we're trying to get people to recognize that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people
Mhm.
that think we hate Africans.
Yeah.
We this and that. It's like no, we just attach ourselves and we just recognize that we were here already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Way before Europeans, way before any type of you know what I'm saying trading thing. We was here already. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
Thousands-
true.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
perfectly agree.
Thousands
Yes.
years. And so but we having a conflict with each other. It's a
Mhm.
conflict. And so the purpose was for the interview is to let them know like you're not a real African.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So you need to let them know, like we call them bootleg Africans.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You call them lost.
Broken laws.
Bro,
Yeah.
right, broken, right, broken. Okay, you said that or not?
Mhm.
Now we call them
Well,
broken lost. And so what we're trying to do, we're trying to help them to
Get back to themselves.
get back to themselves. You had leave Africa alone, man.
Yeah.
Be your own.
Mhm.
Be your own self.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And go do business with Africa. Be your own self.
Self,
Be your
yeah.
own people.
Yes.
And then go do business with Africa. Leave Africa the fuck alone because they're not, you know what I'm saying? You're lost and broken to them. You're a weirdo to them.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? And so they don't want to believe us. And so they'll probably believe you because you from Africa. So when you say, look, you guys are lost, you guys are broken,
Yes.
you guys are bootleg, you're not real Africans. You're just like, you know, like a fake African.
Yes.
So
Now real. Yes.
not real,
Yes.
right? You're
Yes.
not,
Of course.
right? You're not real,
Real. Yeah.
because you don't have no attachment. You know what I'm saying? You know,
To African culture.
right? To
Yeah.
African culture, right? So we
Mhm.
just got skin and we
Mhm.
just got hair, and so that can be tricky. You know what I'm saying? That can
Yeah.
be tricky, but we just got skin and we got hair, and so that's why Chief. He's a prominent figure in the community where we call it the Aboriginal community or
Mhm.
Aboriginal group. He's a prominent figure there,
Mhm.
and so but we do got some radical people, and they talk really bad.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They talk down on Africans. I know
Mhm.
I know you're familiar with those.
Mhm. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they talk really bad and down on Africans. Yeah, so we got some of those too. But we trying to
That's called assimilation. You know the meaning of assimilation?
you say assimilation.
Assimilation.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody is assimilating, like, leave your own culture and, go to different culture,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah. Go to your own.
Yeah. So get back to your own culture, in one word, just know yourself. That's it.
Right.
As long as you know yourself, is a big thing.
But see,
know.
who teaches us who's ourselves? That's the thing. See, we didn't teach us who we was.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody else told us
Yeah.
who we was.
I
And
know.
so, but yeah, so you know what I'm saying, if you want to go ahead and send a message out there to the people who attach themselves and they don't wanna let it go. Just let it go, man, and embrace your indigenous self and embrace your indigenous roots and build something out of it. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why we want to see if you can give some advice to that's cool if you want to be African, because I can say I'm African. It's cool. Nobody got no problem with that.
Mhm.
But let's keep it real. Some of us are Africans. You know what I'm saying? That's true. Some of us is African. But see if you can send a message out to those people who attach themselves to Africa and they will not accept any other thing. They will not accept nothing else.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to know if you can send a message out to them.
Okay. Chief, are you there?
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I was just listening to the dialogue, man. It's definitely interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm man. We definitely appreciate your time, man, and hopefully we open up some some further insight into what's going on for on both our ends. And at the end of the day, if we could just sit down and talk, like when
Of
we
course.
having
Yeah.
powwows and we having conferences, y'all, we should definitely reach out to the so-called African communities. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That are in your communities. You know what I'm saying? The Kenyan communities, the Sudanese communities, things of that nature, right? Okay, let me ask you another question, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, now I've noticed that, like, say, the Ethiopian community here is separate from the Sudanese community, and so on and so forth, right? Um,
Yes.
w-
Mm-hmm.
why do you think that that is a thing, even here in America? Why do you think that's a thing, bro?
Now only Ethiopian community is separate from Kenyan community, just like Nigerian community is separate from Liberian community, you know, we all from Africa, but we all from different areas and different location, which mean, everyone has their own culture and their own tribe. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we all socialize here together. I was invited to so many Liberian party, to so many Kenyan party, Ethiopian parties. You know what I mean? But we all socialize together at the end of the day. You know.
So who's the king
Yeah, that's dope.
in Africa?
Mhm.
Which country is
No, I said, yeah, that's dope. Well, that's all we saying too, though, brother. That we are from different tribes here
Exactly,
on
and
this.
there is also a
Yeah,
language barrier. Like Ethiopian, most of the Ethiopian population they are Oromo, which is the higher population in Ethiopia is called Oromo. In Kenya they have Swahili, so during the war most of the Ethiopian was in Kenya as a refugee, so most of them they speak a little bit Swahili, and then Nigeria they have their own language, they have more than 100 different languages, same as my country in Mali we have more than 100 different languages. If I travel to go to some small tribe in my country, I won't be able to speak their language. So which means that it will be a communication problem. But at the end of the day, we still know we are all from Mali and we are all from same country. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, I got you. So, we've been accused as Americans of emulating um so-called Africans. And I say so-called Africans because I don't particularly like that social politically constructed name, right? So,
Mhm.
but when I say that, I hope I don't offend you when I say that, right?
No, that's
Um, but do you see it as Black Americans emulating Africans, or you guys admire and emulate the things that we do in our culture? What do you think about that statement?
okay. So can you say that the last part again?
Well, basically, I'm saying that we've been as Black Americans, we've been accused of
Mm-hmm.
being bootleg Africans,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So, but I say that we're the ones that our culture and our style and swag is being emulated.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I just wanted you to. Which way do you see it? Do you see it as we been? Yeah. Well, you said broke and lost Africans,
Mm-hmm.
um, but or Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how do you see it? Did you see it as being we're emulating you guys, or you guys emulating us, bro?
I think you guys are humiliating us, yourself. Yeah, that's how I see.
Give me an example.
Because number one, you have to be okay to accept who you are. Like I have met some African, and they hit themselves, they hit their own people. So that's a humiliation to our part.
So wait, hold on. So basically, what you're saying is
Hmm.
the fact that we are just calling ourselves Africans is what you're saying is we're emulating you guys.
No, you say, there is some African, like we call some African broken lost. You ask me if that's humiliating you guys or that's humiliating us. And I mean that humiliates us because you know you know those are some African who did not even recognize African American. They did not recognize to be who they are, and to even say where they came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, I kind of do. So I got you. So just for the record, um, I think that's more part of the miseducation system of a lot of the people.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying?
I agree.
That
Yeah,
get,
education, yes.
you know what I mean? Like, because we're not teaching our people. We're teaching our people African American studies, right? And there's no such thing as an African American, according to you and according to the world.
Yeah.
Prior to 1989 or 86 or whatever y'all want to give it, right? Okay, so we know that that's socially politically constructed word. We know that doesn't come from the Mali kingdom or whatever. What tribe are you associated with in Mali, brother?
What tribe?
Yeah.
I have social life with any tribe. We get married with any tribe.
Where tribes come from?
Okay. Oh, you mean which tribe I came from originally?
Yeah.
It's called Mandingo, but in French we call Bambara.
What do you guys contribute?
Yeah.
What do you guys know for?
Mandingo.
Mandingo, yeah, Mandingo. It's pretty known. It's pretty famous, or tribe, and it is like the highest population, Mali, Mandingo.
What do you guys know for?
Like what you mean?
Like, what do you guys do? What do you guys contribute to the country? What do you guys, I mean, like, do you guys have any kind of, do you guys contribute, like, I don't know, maybe you guys make bracelets, or you guys are the swimmers, or the construction workers? Like, what do you guys?
No, my tribe is more likely people who farm.
Okay.
Farm,
okay.
yeah, farmer,
okay.
yeah. My tribe farm a lot, and they do also, animal factory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But see, because so the thing is that some of us is trying to teach some of that to the people here. We're trying to teach them, okay, get back to your tribal roots. Each tribe contributes something to the whole.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And so we're trying to show some of the lost Africans, whatever. We're trying to show them and take them back to some of that.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And so, but they look at us like we are they hate, like we hate ourselves.
Yes.
But they don't understand what we're trying to do. It's the same thing you guys are doing. You guys go by your tribe. Each tribe contribute something.
Yes.
You might call yourself an African, but you're Mali first.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
You're Mali
I know.
first and stuff like that. And so we you know what I'm saying, we trying to tell people here, you need to get back to your tribal,
yes,
your tribal roots. Start there and build from there. But the bootleg Africans are saying, man, you guys hate yourselves. You guys, you know what I'm saying? You guys got mental illnesses and you guys are weird. And I believe they do understand, but I just think that just because they're not controlling it, they got a problem
not
with it.
that some of them are careless. They don't care.
Right.
I would say careless. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like me, I spend most of my time in Europe, but my father used to brought us in vacation to my country. And then my tribe is now originally from the capital city. But I used to go to the village. It's like, I don't even know, more than 100 mile driving from the city to where my tribe was originally, created.
Right.
I used to go there, and those are a village, where, not easy for someone like me to go, spend time there, because of how life condition, food and stuff like that. I'm not used to, but I have done that by myself. You know what I mean? My father used to be worried, for me not to get sick there, but
right, but you should go back.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
So you're saying you used to travel there by yourself?
Yeah, by myself. And I have done that like more than 3 to 4 times. And I have loved it. I have loved it because I love myself. I love to see where my father came from.
But see, this is the thing though.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about is that because you know our history here. We have a long, super 1,000-year, thousands of years history here. And so we trying to get the people back to that.
That yes.
And so, and so, and so, what that means is so we're different tribes. We're no longer the lost Americans. We all a certain tribe. But the bootleg African, they're going around trying to say that we hate being Africans and we hate this and we hate that. And all we really trying to do is go back to the beginning, just restart, go back to the tribes, and build from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so,
but now you have to start from your own family. Now your kids.
Right. That's what.
So now you have to raise your own kids with that kind of mentality.
Right, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to tell the kids go.
But if the parents are already lost, then the kids gonna be lost too.
Right, yeah. Then the kids gonna be lost.
Yeah.
So a bootleg African is gonna have a bootleg African kids, gonna have a bootleg African grandkids, and it's just gonna be a bunch of bootleg from, or what you call them, lost and broken, but just a bunch of lost and broken people.
And guess what? Today, my plan is and my goal is to go back to my country. Not only my country, but in some places in Africa, to help and support them, not to let the culture go, not to even follow the Western culture.
We're gonna put you in our tribe, man. We're gonna accept you. We're gonna accept you in our tribe, man. All right, we're gonna accept you in America, in our tribe.
Man,
accept you in our, so that way. You global. You be travel global. Yeah. So you be in our tribe,
This nigga time.
Dude.
Dude is a proud Mandinka. What is you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. He like, yeah, man, I'm a proud Mandinka. You talk about
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The real one.
Well,
the real one.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, sheesh, y'all. I hate to be like this, y'all, but these terms like Africa and Mandinka,
And I speak a couple of different languages.
Excuse me?
I say I speak a couple of different languages.
Right. So languages really are just describing the people. Y'all understand that? So people, and I think that's kind of what we're getting beat at.
Yes.
Literally in the languages. They're literally beating the language. Because prior to this, we had a great relationship with the Sungay Empire and stuff like that. And then, obviously when the Abrahamic
how do you know about all that?
Faith. Excuse me?
I say, how did you know about all that? You are amazing.
Thank you, my brother. Hey, man, listen, man. I used to call myself a Mandingo warrior, brother. I used to want to be one of the best Africans you can ever be. So I studied Africa. I still study the world. I still want to come to your country, bro, and eat some food and see the people, whatever. But I'm gonna do it as a Aborigine American. I'm not gonna do it as an African American. I'm not coming to visit as like I'm coming home. I'm coming to visit my brothers. My Aborigine brothers and sisters all around the world.
Welcome, Chief.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes, sir.
Welcome. You wouldn't even want to come back here again.
Hey, but you definitely don't want no broke, lost Americans coming to your country, do you?
Be honest.
Well,
no, nobody do. Nobody wants a dumb motherfucker to come to their place. I don't want you. Everybody inviting a dumb motherfucker to your house. Hey, come on.
We don't reject people as long they are willing to make a change. We don't reject people for real. They'd be more than welcome if they are willing to change. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I heard Mali's beautiful too, man.
Oh yes,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, we have a lot of tourism there.
Hey, and it's just what. It's just. And it's just kind of what Frederick. It's kind of what Frederick Douglass was talking about in The Folly of Colonization in 1894. Once we know who we are, and we can get respect.
Yes.
Here, we're not going to get respect nowhere else.
Yes.
Right. So how that make you feel when I tell you I'm not an African?
It feels me bad, of course.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not African. I'm originally from America. I'm Aboriginal American.
It feels me bad because I feel like you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. For real. Right. And I have met some broken lost African like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But they told me they are not African.
They said what?
They told me they're not African, but they are dark skin more than me, and they told me they're not African.
No, but I'm talking about because I associate more with my Aboriginal roots here in America, not with Africa. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, I mean, obviously we got some connection going, but I don't. Let's see. Well, I do embrace him because I don't really deny it.
I think I got him. I think I got him. Hey, so check this out, bro. So you saying that anybody that's black around the world to you is African, right?
Right. Oh, yes, of course.
That's what he said.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I got him. So does that stand for French white people too?
Can you say that again?
Are French Europeans African? Are they Africans?
Yes, of course. They are African. Yes.
Okay, I got you. So in your eyesight, the whole world, because you've been educated in this language, the whole world is Africans. I got you. So y'all gotta understand.
Black descendants come from Africa, no exceptions.
Oh, okay. I got you. So you consider the whole world Africans, but you don't consider the whole world Malians or Mandingo. You agree?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, of course. The whole world cannot be considered Mandingo or Mali. No, that's not normal. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So we're clear. Everybody clear on that. He just thinks the whole world is Africa. I got it, and I used to think that too, my brother. I really did. I did. You know what I'm saying? Until I found the etymology of Africa, and it doesn't apply to the whole world. So what was it? What was your land called before it was called Mali? What was it called before it was called Africa? You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to get back to, because by them naming tribes and naming us and giving us these languages, they're controlling us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so that's the problem. So we're not Africans. You're not an African. We're not African. So the next time somebody says they tell you not African, don't be mad at them, because they're not lost. They just know the etymology of the word.
Yes, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So right. So by them telling us, you know, to fit in this social political construct, it takes power from us here in America by them calling us African Americans. Because if they call us Mali Americans, right, that gives us power. Because now I'm connected to you in Mali. Now my money over here is worth more in Mali.
Yes.
Right. So then we buying a whole bunch of land. We doing our thing. So wouldn't it make sense for just me and you to say, yo, we connected now. Let's link up and let's make something happen that would benefit both our people. There we go. That's Wakanda.
Yes.
That's Black Panther right there. That's Black Panther right there. Yeah.
So, Chief, besides the story, what kind of African food do you know? Like African food?
Well, here's the thing, though, brother. Yeah, I don't know anything about African food, man, and I wanted to get back. I'm glad you reminded me of that. Well, in my eyesight, we don't emulate you guys. You guys emulate us. Our culture, our hairstyles, our clothes. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, so and any other things that has been put on us as far as us calling ourselves African Americans, that's just social political stuff. But when it comes to just socially, you know, who's emulating each other, you guys emulate us. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing, because think about it. We could do concerts in Mali, we could clean up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We could book some artists from over here, take them over there. You know what I'm saying? Put stuff on the radio back and forth.
I'm planning to open a studio. And that studio will be just based on African American, you know, and African to be united and to try and know each other. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Yeah, that's my future plan, you know. And I have a financial, you know, ability to do it, but I don't know how to make it happen, you know. So that's one of my goal right now, you know, to open a studio for African American, and you know, we for other African like me coming from Africa, so we can socialize and know each other, you know, in music studio, you know.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, that's my plan, you know.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
We will definitely keep in touch with you. It's summer right now in Minnesota, so it's beautiful to travel. You know, we can, you know, stop by sometime, check on you on some weekend, and you'll be more than welcome to come visit here. There is a lot of African here, Liberian, Ethiopian, Somali, you know, wherever.
Exactly. You guys definitely got it locked up there. Exactly. But no, I'm in Las Vegas. So you're definitely welcome.
I socialize a lot with African community, not just Mali community. You know, I'm a member of, you know, Oromo community, and you know, Kenyan people. Swahili stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, you know,
That's dope.
yeah.
Okay, well, we definitely have to link up on that, man. Me and Ty, he got my information and stuff like that, so we can
Yes,
definitely link
exactly.
up, man, and build some other time.
Mhm.
And I think having this type of conversation brings
Mhm.
us closer together. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because
yes,
a lot of times, we look at each other as something different. I don't. You know what
yes.
I mean? So I know a lot of people say, whatever. We just trying to just say, well, this is our tribe, this is our
Yes.
land,
Mhm.
and we can benefit each other if we can work together in
Yes,
peace.
yes, yes.
And
That's
that's
true.
all we can try to work together in peace, man. So
Yes, I.
peace to you, my brother. I definitely, man, this is one of my favorite interviews ever. You know what I'm saying? So I
For
have
real.
fun, man. Definitely enlightening. Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that, Chief.
Yeah, man. I thank you, man. Yeah, we're gonna definitely link up on the music stuff, man, because that's what I do, man.
Oh, for real.
We can definitely help you. Yeah, we
Oh,
can definitely help you
okay.
put some stuff in, man.
All right. That
So
will be
yeah,
wonderful.
he'll give you all our websites and business, my phone numbers and stuff like that. But we can definitely link up, put some stuff
Okay.
together.
Okay, Chief. We'll be in touch. Okay.
All right, brother.
Nice to talk to you today.
Hey, you too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but like I said, I'm in Las Vegas, man. So you definitely welcome to come out here anytime.
Of course.
We having a powwow out here in October, so we can get all the all our Aborigine brothers and sisters from the continent to
I
come
can
out, fly out,
so
link
go
up with the
down there
brothers.
with
That'd be
Thai.
dope, huh?
Just keep us update. I can go down there with Thai. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. So that Thai, do
that's
you
what's up.
say?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like,
I'm closer.
hold on one second. So so the thing is that we're becoming our own people,
Mm-hmm.
and so we don't consider ourselves African.
Mm-hmm.
And so um and so but the thing is that we got a lot of resistance from the Los Africans,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like they don't want to become their own people. They don't want to become a people because we consider them out, right?
Yes.
And then so when we become our own people, we will be like the Olmec Americans, or we will be our own people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
They want to stay broken Africans.
African. Yes.
And so so that's where I want you to send a message out to those people. You know what I'm saying? Because we you know what I'm saying, we good. We going back to our tribal roots. We're going back to ancient Americans. You see these right what you're looking at right here.
Mm-hmm.
Those are ancient Americans. I know you consider everybody African, so to you, those would be African faces. I'm guessing. And so these are the people, these faces right here, who we choose to identify with.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And this is America.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mexico, so this is North America,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got some, Brazil and all over the
Mm-hmm.
place. And so
Mm-hmm.
we identify and we attach ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We identify with them.
Yes.
And so, but the broken Africans,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever you call them, with the broken,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Broken lost.
oh yeah, the broken lost people.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
They don't want to go back to this.
This. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They want to stay
I
lost in Africa.
think I have already answered that. It is a
No,
mentality.
I got you. Hey Ty.
What I'm saying.
Hey Ty. Real quick. I got it's a question that sister was asking the thing.
Okay, hold on. Let
She
me
said,
message, because I want you to send a message to them, because the title of the show is an interview with a real African and a message to the Africans. So we really want you to send a message to them, but we want to let you know what we're trying to do, but they don't like what we're trying to do. They want to remain lost and broken. So
That's what I'm saying. They are ignorant. I said they are ignorant.
Talk to them right there. Camera.
So the thing is,
now talk to them. Don't talk to me. Talk to them. You're talking to them now.
Yeah. So basically, those who are ignorant and they don't know who they are and they don't want to get themselves back, we really will appreciate, for them to come back to a, community, in order to get educated, and so we can all live together, you know, as the African brothers, Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You call
Well, I got a question from Alicia,
Mm-hmm.
American Aboriginal, and she says, "Ask him, does he benefit from being here?"
Well, I'm not even here forever. I'm only here for education, and I won't wish to stay here. I love my family, and I love where I came from, and I love my culture. So, have Alicia know, I'm not here forever. I'm
But you
only
gotta
here for
answer the question, though,
education.
man. You gotta answer the question. That wasn't the question. She asked you, do you benefit?
The
So it's
only
like a yes.
benefit I have here, that was just for school. Yes, I'm
Okay,
just
okay,
here for school.
okay.
And that's what I say. After school, I'm going back. I'm not here forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh, I got you. So, hey, that was a great question, and I thank you. Really appreciate you answering it.
Hmm.
But you can keep going into, your explanation on it though. So go ahead. We don't want to cut you out.
Yeah, the explanation I had earlier, I was like, those broken laws, African, we just talking about, you know, Thai keep, saying, I should talk to them. Like I said earlier, it's about like, it's about mentality, it's hard to change their mentality, and I call them most of them ignorant, you know. It is.
So why you call that? Be
Thai,
honest, man. Be honest, man. You know what I'm saying?
you know. So to me, they should, trying to get back to us, and we all can, educate each other, just like you mentioned earlier, do some business together, do music together, you know, go to our culture, and then, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chief.
Well, yeah, man. Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say that some people are ignorant, right? And sometimes if we know that we've been miseducated, even the further you get into in their educational system, the
Yeah.
further you get away from reality, you more get indoctrinated into their way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you say lost, we've already established that lost is not lost. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If they know who they are, and ignorant, now that might be, you know, something that we could talk about, because sometimes not knowing the miseducation part of it somebody might like say for instance somebody you might come to you and say, well, I'm not African, and walk off. You might say, well, he's ignorant, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's lost in ignorance because he thinks he's not African, but
Mm-hmm.
he knows his grandmama, he knows his great grandmama, he knows his
Yeah.
uncles. He didn't grow up like that, so he knows who he is, right? So
Mm-hmm.
point being is,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it's possible
Mm-hmm.
that the education that you're getting in Europe and here in America,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then obviously you're going to take it back to your
Mm-hmm.
country,
Yeah.
is detrimental, more detrimental to your country as opposed to the help to your country, brother?
Yes, I think it should be. Yes, it should be.
You said it. You said, wait a minute. You said it is.
I say it should be helpful. It should be
Okay.
helpful.
Oh, it should be helpful, but I no. The point is, I asked you the pattern that you're doing now, going out of your country and going to Europe, going to America, and benefiting yourself, and then
Mm-hmm.
coming back to your country. Does
Mm-hmm.
that benefit your country? And historically, yes or no?
Yeah.
Is that how your country?
Oh,
What you saying? Is that how your country survive? Is that
no,
what
no,
you saying?
no. I'm saying I'm asking. I want to be clear on this. I want him to understand. Historically, has
Mm-hmm.
someone leaving your country, going, being educated by them, and then coming back to your country, you know what I'm saying, with that information, has that historically helped his country, his people?
Okay, so you're talking about historically, right?
Yes.
No, no, that no,
In the past.
no,
Okay. Right.
no.
Well, I
Yeah,
got you.
You gotta
yeah.
So
answer me.
now here's the difference that you're gonna make that they
Mm-hmm.
didn't make when they came and got this education. They didn't run into these American Aborigines.
No,
You did.
yes, I did.
Yeah. So you did. So
So
that's the beautiful thing about it. So you're gonna take partnerships. You're gonna take business that
yes.
is gonna benefit your people, and information that's going to benefit your people. You're not going to take them back bullshit that's going to hurt your people. That's the problem. See what I'm saying? But listen, here's the problem though, right? Those guys are successful. So a child like yourself looks up to those guys and say, yeah, I want to be like that because that's success. You know what I mean? He speaks 3-4 different languages. He got money. He got cars. He got 3 wives. I want to be like that guy. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't?
I know.
So yeah, man. So I just think, man, we all want the same things in life, brother. Peace, love, and the pursuit of happiness, man. And I think if we just communicate with each other, we'll see that. You know what I mean? It won't have these stigmas and be like, man, I don't fuck with Africans, and Africans like, man, we don't fuck with those lost and broke motherfuckers right there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I just think we gotta put it together, man.
Yeah, Daddy.
But I definitely, man, this is like I said, man, it's a great interview, man. I had fun. This is dope. Let me see if we got any questions in here. So okay, so the whole African thing, right? Who taught you the term Africa?
Who told me to turn to Africa?
Yeah, I mean, did you grow up with that term, or did somebody teach it to you?
No, I was grow that term because I was grow in a real African family in Europe, a family who does not play about culture.
Right. What language do they speak?
We speak Mandingo. Trad is Mandingo, and Mandingo Trad is Mandingo Trad. Yeah, we call Bambara.
Right. So you didn't say, but the point is, you didn't say African though, right?
Yes. It's basically similar to Africans. We call Africans, Mandingo.
Oh, I got you. So when you say so anybody that's on the continent of Africa or Mandingo or Africa, you see how you said it work? You see how you're interchanging African and Mandingo? Are they interchanging it with you? To basically, Africa is foreign to you and your people. Somebody brought you for control, for power. You know what I'm saying? For them to come in and say, okay, that's how they came, and they still own. France still owns Mali. You see what I'm saying? Financially, militarily, all of it. You know what I mean? So basically, they really never left.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, but that's my point, though. So we've just been caught up in this whole mental fuckery. You know what I'm saying? They say, okay, well, I'm gonna walk away from my tribal name. And I'm an African.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or I'm a Nigerian.
I know.
But, yeah, you know what I mean? So we know that these terms have been created by them. These are European terms, which Africa and Europe are the same thing. And it was crazy when you said with French white people, Africans. That was funny. Yeah, because we call white people white Africans.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so how do you perceive white people here in America? Do you look at them as immigrants or do you look at them as Americans?
That's a hard question. Well, Chief, I think I look at them American. That's it. White people American. Yeah.
You look at them as what?
I say I look at them like white people.
I mean, okay, so you have a French white person from France. So you just look at them as the same as a French white person in America?
No, you mean French or African American or what?
No. Oh, okay. Well, we talk about the white people. Because we're not Africans. They're the only Africans. Because they created Africa. Europeans created Africa, right? So it's their turn.
You mean European African? If I look at them like white people?
Yeah. Do you look at them as immigrants to America, or do you look at them as Americans?
I look at them as an immigrant. Yeah.
I got you. Hey, that's good, because a lot of people look at white people in America as Americans. Oh, you look at America, you be like a white boy in a white family with blonde hair, blue eyes. That's the stereotypical American family, but it's not.
Yes,
they are immigrants. That's immigrants. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. So I'm for that one. That's definitely dope. See if any more questions in here from any of the people. We're gonna shout few people out too. Shout out to Miss Lita. 5484 Davis. Shaka, why are you here? Yeah, yeah, he loved me. Misleader, don't worry about him. Alicia, American Aboriginal, peace. Ashley D, Shalom, Root Word.
How many languages you
What?
speak?
Huh?
What's your name again?
Isiaka.
Huh?
Isiaka.
See, how many languages you speak?
Over 100.
How many languages you
What?
speak?
Oh, how many languages I speak? I speak 4 languages.
So that's why you talk so damn much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I speak 4 different languages.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Tut, shout out to Tut.
I thought you gave me another
Uncle
name.
Kara. I can't get all that. What'd you say, bro?
Yeah, I thought you gave me another name.
No.
Camo Songs, peace. Jazzy Za Fox, High Vibes.
I put something in my
We got Aboriginal Power, peace, my brother.
My name
Hey,
always.
that link in that chat, bro, so you can come on and ask some questions if you want to. Thankful,
Yeah.
peace, Queen. Daquan, what it do? Peace to the King. Shaka XL. Boom.
comments? Anybody got any questions?
Hey, Ghost, what it do, man? He said free school. Sheena Miles, Peace Empress.
We got
Let me see.
Ghana in the room. We got somebody from
Walker
Ghana.
Elroy, what it do, brother?
Ghana.
What's happening? Thank you for coming out.
Asking question.
No.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for coming out for this. Now this is real. This is real. If y'all these Pan Africans, y'all y'all supposed to be reaching out to y'all, African brothers and trying to create avenues and things like that or whatever to make to make, you know what I'm saying, life better here in America for our brothers and sisters here as well as them over there. That's what we're supposed to be doing, right? So I just think it's crazy, man. How y'all react, man. How y'all think. It's crazy. This guy's talking about DNA test. Take a DNA test. Shaka. I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. We've already shown that stuff don't work, man. So that's not gonna tell you you're from Mali. And it has nothing to do socially, politically, or anything, brother. So calm down.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
I know.
Hey, everybody's telling you once you identify with who you are, they will respect you. But once you run around here acting like a bootleg ass African, you're broken lost.
Right. That's the message of today, boys and girls.
That's the message, man. Y'all broken lost. So y'all here to hear firsthand from a brother that's pretty well traveled, educated. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's been in America long enough to see how you niggas act. You know what I'm saying? To still say that you broken fucking lost.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So we got to do better, man. This is our land, man. And if we was in his country, he would want, his people to represent his country the best way too.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Shit, you know what I mean? So, and most people take pride in their land and they take pride in where they come from. We the only ones don't. We trying to be from Zimbabwe. Ain't nobody in Zimbabwe asking for. Oh, that brings me to this question.
Yes.
Now we got a lot of people say, well, why didn't any Africans send any boats to come back and get us after the slave trade?
Yes.
So that's the first question. But the second question of that is, who taught you about the slave trade, brother?
Okay. Who told me about this slavery trade? Hello, Chief.
Yeah. Where'd you learn that at? Did you learn that in Mali, or did you learn that in England? France, or did you learn that in America? Where'd you learn that at, brother?
I learned that since Mali. From grandparent to the father, and from father to the son. And I'm gonna also, teach my kids the same way so they can grow up. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So you say you're gonna teach your kids that.
Yeah. But before school, I learned from the school, but before school, from the great parent, because I have met my grandfather who has, shown me a lot of culture and told me a lot of stuff about, our background, and from my grandfather, the message was also, given to me through my dad, after he passed away, I have learned a lot of stuff through my dad and, the family. Yeah.
Okay. I got you. That's dope. I'm definitely gonna do a little bit more research on the Mali
Yeah.
slave trade or whatever, because we teach over here that
Mhm.
whole thing made up as once again
You don't have
as
no
just
evidence. You
Yeah.
don't have no evidence.
yeah. I mean that's the thing right there. You got to have physical evidence of it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
certain things, whatever, not stories or things that was taught to us, right?
Mhm.
And a lot of us pass stuff down that, but without evidence. So I
Mhm.
just think it's interesting, that people, will still teach that story as something or whatever. But obviously, it's not affecting him in a way. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He could just, those guys over there
Yes.
are broken lost.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's still, it could still be a sense of pride for his people.
Yes.
You said, y'all see what's wrong with this?
Mhm.
And this is how it works across the world for everybody.
Mhm.
This is how they do it.
Yeah.
This is how they're beating. This is all psychological warfare, family.
Yes, Chief. That's true.
You see what I'm saying? And they're
Yeah.
beating us in the work and stuff like that. Because what's the word for slave in Mandingo?
What is the word of slave in Mandingo?
Yeah.
John.
What does that mean?
We call John. That means slavery. John. Yeah.
Okay. So, right. I'm what I'm trying to get at, right, is
Mhm.
we're talking about terminology, we're talking about things that have been put on our people, right? But they had wars. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We had people coming in or whatever. So you have prisoners of wars.
Mhm.
So are we making a distinction between prisoner of wars and just people who just come into your country and just stealing people and then taking them somewhere else? Is that what we're saying?
You saying was y'all fighting or was y'all just going and shit?
Well, we've been
Did y'all
fighting.
fight, or did y'all just let people come kidnap us?
No, we can't let them do that. We've been fighting, but like it's hard. It's hard because like I said in the beginning, we have to be united. Once people are united, together we stand.
Well, we
You
gotta
know,
get hold for it because we broke it.
Exactly.
Right. So we trying to
We have to be united in order to be, to make a real fight. Yeah, we need to take our Africa back. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hey, do you think it will behoove y'all to really partner up with us to be able to do that?
Who do I think will be partner with you guys?
Yeah, wouldn't you think it would make sense to have a real partnership with so-called African Americans?
Well, I believe there is some people that are
But they
willing to.
broken though, man. He's saying they
Yeah.
lost and broken. So we need to be
I
fixed.
mean, but that's all because it's been miseducated.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That has nothing to do with
But
anything.
I just want to send a message, let people know, look, man, if we got our shit together, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. We can go over there. Give us some acres. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? We can go over there, get us,
Shocker,
you know what I'm saying?
shocker.
Yes.
No problem.
Okay, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you stay in Mali or in Africa to be educated, brother?
Why didn't stay in Mali and Africa to be educated?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm a curious man. I was curious to discover American culture and to know who this country is. That's why. Yeah.
Okay, right, but also we're talking about the education system in the schools too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Shaka,
Yes.
nobody's out of high school trying to go to college in Zimbabwe, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to bang, we're not trying to do none of that, but we're just here to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're doing. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
he's saying Africa's number one.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yes.
And this brother should absolutely feel that way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But you should understand that we absolutely feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
I say this all the time. I live in the number one city on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I live in the number one country on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You know what I'm saying? So so that's how I feel, and we should be proud of that. And when we have things like the Olympics, we
Mm-hmm.
have we have historical inventions. We
Yes.
have all these different things that both our countries can say, yes, this is what we did, and he can say, yeah, this is what we did, and this is what we're doing, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And everybody could be happy. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't have a problem. I absolutely have no problem with that because I am kinsman with every Aboriginal on this planet. Period. This whole earth is our turf. I don't just think American right now is just our social political position that we have to fight for. To save the world, to be a part of the world stage. This is the only way for it to happen, is to become the people that we are originally were.
Yes.
Because Martin Luther King was not calling themselves African American.
Yes.
How about that? Who good, man? Shout out to the family, man. Thank everybody for coming out. Luna Lupe. Peace.
Yeah.
What about the Omex?
What?
We're not talking about that later. We want to meet up.
Jaguar Olmec.
Okay, man. I'm finna head out. We got any other questions, man? We got any questions in the chat room?
Let me see. They said, what's his status? Number one driller. I don't know what that means, brother. Maybe you got a little bit more vague. I don't want to see. Okay. Shaka XL, you are European.
I'm European.
Shaka is.
No, he's talking about somebody in the chat room. Not you.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, somebody in the chat room talking shit.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know, but I can't.
Nonetheless, man. Peace. Hey, yeah, bro. I asked him about Mansa Musa earlier.
Yeah, Mansa.
No. Well, I asked him about Abakar. Well, yeah. What's the story that you grew up on about Mansa Musa, brother? My bad, brother.
What is the story I grew up about Mansa Musa? Yeah, he was very powerful, man. He was a kind of king.
Don't make up nothing, man. Just tell us. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta make up nothing. Just tell us what the elder said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was very powerful, man. Very powerful. Who used to fight for his own culture, for his own tribe, and did not want a Western culture. Did not want to do anything with Western culture. Yeah, that was Mansa Musa. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got in here and see if I miss anybody.
Some of these, I could tell you right now, some of these bootleg Africans know more about Africa than you. They study this stuff. Their life is like dependent. I don't know if it depends on it, but they make money on it. And they like some of them is really, you know what I'm saying, really educated in African culture. And so but we don't. Some of us don't know. But the thing is that once we become, you know what I'm saying, because we are in the midst of becoming our own people. And we're gonna accept you in our tribe.
Yes.
All right. We're gonna give you. Hey, Chief, you want to give him a name, man? You want to give him a tribal name? He talk a lot. He talk a lot. We gonna call him.
That is my brother.
Yeah, man, he's just a Mendinga, man. I mean, I call it what it is, man. He's Aboriginal. He's Aboriginal from the continent, man. I mean, we all are on the same landmass. I know people say it's split up and all that type of stuff, whatever, but it's just water that separates some of the places. So this is absolutely my brother right here. You know what I'm saying? He is just proud of it.
You gonna call him
just like.
We're gonna call him friendly. He's a friendly dude. This dude. Like when I first met him and shit, he tried to give me a hug and shit. And I'm like,
that's what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
that's dope. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, he might be Aboriginal. He don't know it. That's why it's drawing him to this country. He might be Aboriginal from America. Yeah. Hey, brother. Hey, well, over here we teach that everything came from America and went around the rest of the world. So you could have came from America, got on the boat 100,000 years ago. You as your family went to Europe, France to be exact, created France, and then through wars and everything got pushed down into Mali. Do you understand that, brother? Okay, so I do this, man. I know y'all say, yeah, whatever, but I really do this, and I really appreciate the brother coming through here. But we have been miseducated. They even teach dumb shit like the Moors, you know what I'm saying, Spain, and all this other shit. That's lies.
Yes.
So yeah, we have to really do real research on this so-called slave trade. That's fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you did have people that were going to war. You did have people that were being captured. But your people owned the seas into the late 1800s. So how's all these white people doing all this stuff when black people own the seas? What's going on?
I know.
Yeah, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that his people were trading with our people for thousands of years prior to any Europeans coming and fucking up the trade routes. So we just been taught to be enemies.
Yeah.
We need to open back these trade routes. That's what we're gonna do. We open over here. We open for business.
Yes.
Open for business. I'm telling y'all, how we're just saying, we got to get this together, man. We have to get this together. There's so much potential. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna focus on trying to mess with bootlegs and stuff like that, we got to get it together.
I agree.
So open. You know what I'm saying? We got so much we can do. There's one thing we're talking it, but man, I'm trying my best to help you guys, get this culture or whatever you want to call it, help y'all get this together. So, I don't know what you doing, man.
What do I do?
Yeah,
Same thing.
because I know you sell cars or something.
Yeah. I sell cars and I work full time. I do some small business. Yeah.
Yeah. So, open for business, man. But I gotta head out, y'all. I'll be back maybe Wednesday or Thursday because I'm taking a vacation. I'm chilling and I'll just go away, getting out. But yeah, y'all think about it, man. Think about it. What we're trying to tell y'all. Now, maybe we don't have all the answers. Maybe we don't. Maybe maybe we sound stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
Which I know we do. I know I do sometimes.
Yeah.
But the whole point is that you guys are created a culture.
Yeah.
The culture is coming together. So we are becoming our own people. We're no longer Africans or whatever. We are our own shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but it's gonna take you guys to actually push it, believe it, honor it, and live up to it. And if you guys can't do that, then what are we called? We're the broken
lost.
We're the broken lost Africans, man.
Yeah.
We just that's what they call us, man.
Makes sense. Yeah.
That's what they call us.
Yeah.
You can't help it. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Yeah. You can help. You can't help yourself. Yeah.
Right. So you can be all pro-black as you want, or whatever what else they call it, Pan-African you want.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's nothing against that because those brothers put in work. So that's not like they don't. You know what I'm saying? Because they do. A lot of those brothers do put in work, and a lot of those brothers are righteous brothers. But they look at you broken loss.
Yes.
And that should make you want to fix that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we're trying to do politically, educationally, and financially as well. But any other messages you want to say to the broken lost people, man?
I think we have something like a message.
I'm good because I know your ass. You always come here, you talk the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? When I gotta repair your phone, so now I got your ass back today.
Okay, thank you, my brother. And Chief, it was very nice to have this little conversation with you today. And then we can hook up that next time, okay?
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, man. And we had a great time, man. Like I said, this was a very enlightening conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. And hopefully we both learned something, you know what I'm saying, beneficial. And then we're gonna take this thing to the next level. And hopefully, man, we can have you on more often, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And because I think your perspective is definitely needed. You know what I mean? So,
yes.
Man, so thank you, man, for coming out.
Yes,
I appreciate you.
Yes, and keep in touch, okay?
Okay, peace to you and your family, man.
Yeah, you too.
Peace out.
All right.
Yeah.